YouTube, what's going on, y'all? For those of you that are new, my name is Cameron Milliner. 23 years old, and I do a lot of different things. Thank God for all the work that He has given me to do. I'm thankful and I'm blessed for that. Not wealthy, by not material wealth. I don't. But I guess that's not something I had. I'm basically, what am I saying? Getting nervous in front of the camera. I'm not a rich man. I'm just saying I'm a busy guy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thankful for that. Just to name some of the things that I'm working on right now, like I'm a full-time college student. I'm like interning right now. I also make music. Part of the work that I'm doing in my life is like making songs and stuff like that. Getting into like just more social media stuff, and I do like a lot of fitness stuff, and I'm working on like being social, and I'm just busy these days, man. Just found like a little thing to play with. Okay, so I guess I want y'all to understand something, right? So on this channel, it's really gonna be like me building a relationship with y'all, bro. As weird as that might sound, like I want to build a relationship with y'all. I want to build this channel up. Like I don't want to just be posting videos. I want it to be about like community, friendship, and like a bond. You know what I'm saying? So I really want to turn up with YouTube. I've been thinking a lot more about like my channel. It's just been on my mind. I need a brush. Y'all gonna walk over here with me and get a brush real quick. Hold on. Let's walk over here and get a brush real quick, man. Elevator music, elevator music. Elevator music, elevator music. Okay, bet. I got my brush. Cause that the way how my hair was looking was bothering me just now. Okay. So yeah, bro. I invite you to be like my friend through the internet. Now, in person, it might be a little different story, cause like safety first. You feel me? Do not approach abruptly in person. I'm telling you. Only thing I'm gonna do is run, but it might not be well received, cause I'm so ducked off. You know what I'm saying? Don't take that the wrong way. It's just how I am. I don't know if I'm gonna end up like having any. I don't know what sort of emotion I might end up having from being a YouTuber or from making YouTube videos. So, if anybody watching this video, you ever see me in person, just. Why am I talking like this? I got 86 subs. And I appreciate every last one of y'all. Thank y'all so much. I just believe in myself. But, yeah, bro. The reason I made this video is because I wanted to talk about some of the things that I've been going through. And some of the lessons that I've learned, bro. Like, okay. Something just happened to me that I'm not really happy about, and I think I'm still learning from the situation. And the situation is potentially still ongoing. But what I'm talking about is okay, so I met this girl. Not gonna get into the specifics, right? She deserved privacy. Not gonna mention her name, no details, you feel me? Really, nothing. Just know that about maybe a month ago or 3 weeks ago, I met this girl, and she's very pretty, right? So that's what caught my attention. So, you know, I wanted to like get to know her and everything like that. Um, next thing you know, a couple phone calls, you know what I'm saying, a little text back and forth, all this and all that. We end up spending time together on like last weekend, right? We end up spending time together like last weekend. So after I spent time with her, you know, I'm really the type, like I get emotionally involved like really easily. Basically what I'm saying is I could fall for somebody like so quickly. Cause I'm not really asking for much. Like my standards not crazy. Like if I already approached you because I thought you was pretty, and then I get to meet you and you cool and we got like similar values, you feel me? I mean, what else am I really looking for? Like, let's do it. Like, let's go. You feel me? Let's get this thing moving. Let's get this thing moving along. So mind you, Birdie, I met this girl about 3 weeks ago. We hanging out last weekend, so I only knew the girl for about 2 weeks. But I'm already starting to feel like it's time to move this situation forward. You know, I was hanging out with the girl. I ain't talked to her because I wanted to give her some space. Now, mind you, I was talking to somebody that I know, and what they was telling me, I messed up by not talking to the girl for one singular day. That's what they said. They said I messed up by not talking to her for one day, gang. Just one day. And I'm like, one day? And he like, yeah, man, when it comes to females, you got to talk to them every day. And, you know, and then I was telling him, I used to work with somebody this summer, and they was telling me the same thing. It was a girl I used to work with. She was telling me like, oh, if my man ain't hit me up for one day, I'd be like, what's wrong? Or the relationship over or something like this or that. He like, you ain't got to talk on the phone with him for hours and hours, but you just got to kind of just check in, think about you, and then just, you can keep it pushing sometimes. So I was like, after we hung out, I wanted to give her space to think about everything that's taking place, just a little time to reflect. But somebody told me that's where I messed up. But then what happened was I kept thinking about this girl, bro. That's how I get. I'm not crazy, okay? I'm not crazy, not in relationships, not in the literal sense, like not in no way, shape, form, or fashion. By the grace of God, thank God, I do have a sound mind, right? I'm in a good mental, you know what I'm saying? I got a good mind. So, but when I get involved with somebody, bro, I think this is natural. I think this is a natural human reaction. I start thinking about them a lot. Like it's like I can't get them off my mind type thing. Like imagine, this gonna be a crazy reference, but like imagine if you was hungry and you just weren't eating any food. It would be your body would be constantly pestering you and constantly reminding you, food, take some food, eat some food, you're hungry. And it's like you can't stop thinking about it. So it's like that's kind of how I get when I start talking to somebody, bro. It gets to a point where it's like I keep thinking about them. Like even if I'm trying to focus on, I want to make a song, or I want to do my homework, or I want to do this, like I might think of them like once every 5 minutes or something. Like they just keep thinking. So I was thinking about it. Next thing you know, bro, let's just say I ended up sending her, like, I wrote a poem, right? I wrote a poem and I ended up sending a girl the poem. Now, the way how the poem was worded, it was worded in figurative speech. And I didn't consider this or get as much thought when I sent it. But I thought to myself, you know, if she doesn't consider this to be like figurative language, if you read the poem from a literal sense and you thought I was speaking literally, you might have some negative thoughts about me, the poem has to be interpreted from a figurative standpoint. And what I mean by that is, say if in the poem I mention a lion, but when I say lion, I don't mean lion. I mean pride. Like the lion represents pride. It was that sort of deal. So it could have just sounded to her like I was talking all over the place. I don't know. Like I said, it's ongoing. So basically, let me tell y'all what happened, bro. Let me tell y'all what happened. I sent her this poem, this long message. And to her, what I'm thinking, I can only assume. What I'm thinking is maybe I went a little too hard, a little too soon. You know what I'm saying? And basically, she didn't respond to the text. And I'm like, at first I was like, okay, that's kind of what I was expecting. If she would have hit me back immediately, you know, that poem holds so much gravity, that wouldn't be something that I would expect. But hold on, I'm cooking some hot dogs right now in the oven. They should be getting ready. I was thinking, like, if she hit me back immediately, that wouldn't be the type of response that I'm looking for. Because it should be, hold on. Because I'm looking for, hold on, the kitchen's cooked, y'all. Please don't mind me. Okay. So if she was to hit me back, yes, I grabbed my stuff out of the oven with a towel. All right. So, yeah, the kitchen's cooked. No pun intended. All right. So basically, all right. Got some hot dogs right there. Yeah. So, if she would have hit me back with an immediate response, that would have concerned me more so than if she didn't hit me back. Because the poem is something to be digested, right? And thought over and responded to carefully. So that was expected. Then a day went by. Then 2 days went by. Then I started panicking. I was like, oh, she really not touching me back. Dude. So I called her. She didn't pick up. Also didn't call me back. Now, I ain't talked to her in like 6 days, gang. 6 days. I think it could be cooked, but also she could hit me back. I don't know. But to tell y'all the truth and be completely transparent just about like what I've been going through, I've been really sad about it, right? Because the message was sent in good faith. Like, I sent the poem. I don't know what sort of response I was expecting, but I just kind of thought I would send it. I didn't know what she would say back, and then yada yada yada, this and that, and then eventually, I don't know, maybe the relationship advances or something like that. I don't know. I wasn't thinking about it like that, but I sent a girl that I've known for like 2 weeks. I sent her a poem, and you could almost basically say it's like a love letter, but it's in figurative speech, bro. So that's something I've been going through. I've been really sad about the fact that she decided like no contact or nothing like that. But I've been careful to make sure like not to be bitter or angry towards her or anything like that. And also not to beat myself up because I didn't do anything particularly wrong. It's just like, as a young man, everything is a learning experience, bro. Everything that you go through is a learning experience. So right now, I just been trying to focus back on my work and wait and see what happened with that. But yeah, bro. I also want to tell y'all, bro, when it come to like dating and talking to girls, that's not normally something that I do. But recently I kind of hopped off the porch a little bit, so to speak. Like, I've been, normally I don't really entertain women at all. You know, and a lot of times, and you know, the first thing people will be like is, oh, you don't, they might be like, what you mean? Like, you don't like girls or something like, nah, and it's not that. It's just more so of a focus thing and it just being patient and it just being waiting until I'm ready. And like I had explained to some people a few months ago, I look at life like a cake. Like life is a cake, right? Like, and women is just, I just see them as like, not just see them, like just like that's all you are, but I'm saying I see them as icing on that cake. It's extra. You know, this haircut is icing on the cake. It's nice bed, not flexing or anything like that. I don't have you probably got more money than me watching this. Everything, you got what I'm saying? It's so much more icing on it. This little keyboard is icing on the cake. I just see women as icing on the cake. And I just wanna, it's okay to just be satisfied with your cake. Like it's just not a necessity. It's a wonderful thing. You know, a woman is a good woman. A good woman is a wonderful gift from the Lord to have, like, as a wife and stuff like that. But yeah, bro, I normally don't focus on it, but I kind of jumped out the porch in a sense of just starting to talk to him now and kind of getting into like socializing, dating, whatever the case may be. And I know it took a long time for me to get around to this point, but the lesson that I've been learning is a couple things. So the first thing I want to say is pain is inevitable. That's basically what I want to say. Pain can't really, or not that I know of. I don't believe so. Pain can't be avoided. For instance, like when and it's just one example in one area in one arena of life, but and by one person. So this is very like limited knowledge, I guess, but I believe it to be true. It's limited in a whatever. Let me just say what I gotta say. When I got to a point in a phase where being by myself, I just started to feel like and I'm saying how I feel, not saying it's true. It's just how I felt. I started to feel lonely, start to feel incomplete, start to feel like it's another piece to the puzzle that I can add, bro. Starting to feel like I need a girl, you know what I'm saying? So with that, I was experiencing like the pain of loneliness. You feel me? So then, but mind you, before that, I wasn't pursuing no female. So then I hopped out the porch, probably past couple months, been talking to girls. And now I've been experiencing a different sort of pain, right? So in order to avoid one pain, I had to go and experience another sort of pain. Like the pain of rejection, which is something I wasn't facing when I was facing the pain of loneliness because I wasn't talking to women. So I wasn't getting rejected. So now I go and start talking, you know, every girl don't want to give you your number. Every girl don't want to give you their number, bro. Every girl don't think you cute, bro. Every girl don't want to talk to you. Every girl not single. You feel me? I've been dealing with the pain of rejection. I've been dealing with the pain of like, okay, getting a girl is easier than keeping one. So just what I've been experiencing in my life, bro, keeping a girl is probably harder. It's very difficult. I don't know what to compare it to. It's like if your car run out of gas and you gotta, on the interstate, you gotta push it to the next gas station. It's a challenge, bro. Keeping a girl is a challenge game. So I've been dealing with the pain of just like loss, bro. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I already told y'all, bro, I fall for somebody quick if I really like them. So, you know, I'm decisive like that. I'm like, I like you, you got the qualities I'm looking for, let's do this. But then they might not be as quote unquote committed to it or something like that. So I've been experiencing that pain. Just like the pain of heartache, disappointment, different stuff, bro. So that's what I learned. That's what I had to learn. And I feel like that could be applied to multiple areas of life. For instance, like poverty, right? Poverty is painful. Poverty is a form of like suffering. You understand me? And in order to escape poverty or avoid poverty, you have to labor. You have to labor and work hard, right? And work can be a pain as well. So, one day I was working out. I remember I was just out at the park doing a workout, man, and I asked myself, I said, Cam, I'm talking to myself now. I said, you want your pain now or later? I asked myself, I said, do you want your pain now or do you want it later? You understand me? That's something else I've been learning. One more thing I want to say, bro. And I believe I said this in my vlog, but I'm going to go ahead and say it again. A vlog that I haven't even released yet. Bro, basically I want to say this, bro. The way, and I'm not aiming this at no specific person or anything like that. It's just something I've been learning, bro. The way that people treat you does not determine your value. You understand me? People can treat you like dirt. People can treat you like trash. This girl can tell you you're not good enough. This job can tell you you're not smart enough or not competent enough. These people can say all sorts of bad things about you. Or even, let me flip it around and say, these people can be praising you. These people can be basically worshiping you, telling you this great person and all this, and it may not actually be the case, bro. But God knows everything. He knows how valuable we truly are. So the best thing I can think to do, or the best thing that I know to do, is like just to judge myself like honestly about like who I am. Like I know I got that inherent value as a human being. I know I'm a young man that fears the Lord. Like I know I'm hardworking. Like I'm just judging myself based off like who I actually am. I'm always trying to become better. But just, somebody can treat you really, really poorly. And you shouldn't take the way that they treat you and look at yourself and be like, you know what? They treat me like dirt. I am dirt. No, you're not dirt. You understand me? You're not dirt. So I just want to say that as a word of encouragement. Pick your head up, man. And really, bro, I just wanted to check in with y'all. Tell you, I guess maybe I told y'all a little more information than I normally would put on the internet. But I'm getting serious about this YouTube channel. And I guess I just wanted to be like a personal thing, bro. I know it's getting all my business getting aired out to the public, all this. But, in recording this sort of stuff, I guess I know that not only am I working, it may seem personal, but at the same time, I am working. I'm being productive. I just gotta have faith that like God gonna work all the things that I do. Like He gonna work it for good according to His will, according to His plan, man. And I just gotta trust and believe that, So appreciate y'all for listening, man. If anybody made it this far, bro, please subscribe to the channel. I'm really trying to get to my first. I got bigger goals, but let's just hit 100 subs. Can we hit 100 subs, y'all? In the big 2025, I can't get 100 subs. Can I get 100 subs, man? But look, I'm finna go eat them hot dogs, man. Until next time, I'm gonna see y'all. Peace out.